Another major twist in the Corey Perry situation may have been unveiled regarding a contract grievance. Now, we'll be going over this entire situation here, which came out recently, and it's a bit confusing, so make sure to stick with us, and make sure to subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. We notice a lot of you guys watching right now are not subscribed to the channel. If you want to keep up with the Chicago Blackhawks in this whole situation, you're in the right spot. Make sure to stay a while, subscribe to the channel so you don't miss out on any of the breaking news. But like I said, we have some new revelations in this Corey Perry contract termination situation, which may actually cause the Blackhawks to be able to, or must cause the Blackhawks to have to keep his contract on the books. So this comes from the headline from the Chicago Suns. Corey Perry's misconduct timeline becoming slightly clearer, but a contract grievance could add another twist. So this article, which I'll probably leave in the comments here for you guys if you want to go and read it on your own time, kind of shows the timeline of what we know so far and what went down. But it also gives another idea of what's next for the Blackhawks at this point. We're saying that pretty much, it's this one here. I'm not going to read it all because it is a lot, but basically saying that the NHLPA has 60 days to file a grievance for wrongful termination of a contract, which in this case is Corey Perry's. Basically, that means that in 60 days, they can say that it's a wrongful termination due to it not being an actual illegal activity, more so than a team, inter-team issue that they had to deal with themselves. You see some recent instances of contract termination in the NHL where Galchenyuk's, Slava Voinov, both who were actual legal issues with the team, or not the team themselves, but themselves, causing the team to be able to terminate them. But Corey Perry's was just an internal matter, so this could actually happen that the Blackhawks will have to keep the contract on the books. Now, no, I know we've seen a lot of comments in our videos recently saying that a lot of Leafs fans would like to keep or to get Corey Perry if they can just sign him off their contract. But this may have changed. But what do you think the implications this would have on other teams around the league looking for a guy like Corey Perry now possibly having to pay his actual contract if they would like him for $4 million?
Yeah, well, it definitely changes things. You know, I mean, obviously the Leafs. I mean, for example, the Leafs are a team obviously trying to make a playoff push, but they're cap strapped at the moment. So Leafs fans are probably trying to see, oh yeah, we can get him at $750,000 on a 1-year deal, but seems like that's not going to be as easy as it sounds. You know, I do think if it turns out that the NHLPA files for grievance or whatever, and his contract still is on the books, you'll probably see Corey Perry get bought out, and then he'll have to decide if he's going to play again. Teams might not even offer him a contract. Obviously, you know, some teams don't want to be associated with, you know, that all the publicity, the bad publicity, and you know, it's a sticky situation, obviously. And I've previously said, I've said on here, I'm a huge fan of Corey Perry as a player. You know, he's a very talented player, but you know, it comes a point in time, right? Like it's a sticky situation. It's an interesting one.
Yeah, no, you're absolutely right. This article also has what the Hawks' plan are, and this is what it says. Considering that Perry's contract was in the final year and that the Hawks possess ample salary cap space, however, even a settled grievance might be worth it to the organization. Their top priority in the situation seems to be improving their internal culture and establishing a no-tolerance approach to misconduct, not saving money. So even in this case, where he is in the last year of his contract, it's not like the Blackhawks are going to be going out and trying to sign some guys to make a playoff push and, you know, be very cap-stricken and up at the limit. If this does happen where they have to keep Corey Perry's contract, they may choose to just, you know, keep it, not move it, likely be where he is going into an assistance, not with the NHLPA assistance program, but he's going into an assistance program, meaning that he might not be here for the rest of the season. So the Blackhawks might just have to keep this on the books. But just say if this all does get cleared, Perry gets fined, and then, you know, they do have to keep his contract, and they might try to move him rather than buy him out. So a team like the Leafs, let's just say, they would be able to afford him if he did get his contract fully terminated, if it continues of like what it is right now. But just say it doesn't and the Blackhawks keep his $4 million, the Leafs wouldn't be able to afford him at the moment. So it does create a lot of problems for teams looking for a guy like Corey Perry. If he does, now this is obviously if he does continue to play again once in the NHL and things like that. And, you know, it's a whole situation that has to be gone through with the teams, with Corey Perry, with the Blackhawks, whether... yeah, it's very confusing as well. You know, we might have some stuff wrong here. So the grievances aren't our highest knowledge in the hockey world. So I'm assuming that's what it is his contract would stay with the Blackhawks, whether the Blackhawks decide to play him, whether they decide to keep him. But so one team like the Leafs, let's just stick it on this situation to make it an easy example for those who are a bit confused, like we are right now. If the Leafs want to try and get a Corey Perry, If the contract is terminated, they can sign him for whatever they want. Likely would be $750K, like you said, no, a league minimum. But if the Blackhawks have to keep the contract and the Leafs want him, they'd either have to make a trade to get some cap space open, or the Blackhawks buy him out and then he gets there. But I don't see the Blackhawks buying him out. I think they'd rather just keep the contract on the books and let it expire instead of having a penalty over the next few. I think it would be 3 years at like $750K if I'm right.
Do you think the buyout thing though? I mean, obviously the whole publicity thing has been absolutely crazy, and the rumors and this and that.
Yeah.
I'm of the mind that the Blackhawks just kind of want to get rid of it and kind of don't want to have to deal with it anymore. So I really think that they'll just buy him out regardless, to be completely honest with you.
Yeah, the cap penalty over the next few years wouldn't be an issue for them. It's they obviously have a lot of space, but even if they do keep the contract on hand, I don't think he'll be around the facility. He will not be around the team, I wouldn't say. I'd say they'll keep him home. So I don't think it really matters. I think the Blackhawks are just kind of get him out of here. We don't want him type of situation. But, the cap might just stay. I think they'd rather have that cap get done this year rather than wait a couple of years and still have that name in the system. So, I think it depends on what the Blackhawks does. It also depends on if the grievance is even filed. There's no confirmation that this will even be done. There's no confirmation that a grievance would win if they do, So this whole situation still is, it's fairly new. We'll see more on it in a few days. Yeah, the NHLPA, I guess they have to talk this over. They have 60 days to do it, so they have lots of time. But, yeah, so the Corey Perry situation, I think it's coming down to an end, although we said that at the beginning of it as well. So we won't really know, but that's all we got for this video. The grievance, still an ongoing topic, so make sure to subscribe if you want to keep up to date with that. We'll still have this Corey Perry situation going for the next however long it goes, I guess you can say is the best way to put it. We don't really know, but right now, I guess we can say this is kind of the end after him speaking out. And the grievance, I think, will be the last bit. So make sure to subscribe to the channel if you want to figure all that out with us. And join along the journey around the Blackhawks. But that's all we got for this video. If you did enjoy, make sure to give it a like. Make sure to subscribe. Hit the notification bell if you want to. That'd be great. And yeah, that's all we got. Thank you for watching. Have a great day. See you later.